Here are 3 cities in Ontario where you can buy a home sooner so you can stop living with your parents. Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Lots of talk out there, obviously, about the unaffordability of buying a home right now or just living in general in Ontario. So, there are people out there whose main goal is really to buy a home. And I thought we would focus a little bit on where they might be able to go to buy property a little bit sooner so they can, potentially move out of their parents' home, which is something that unfortunately a lot of people are forced to do whether they want to or not in order to save money. So this was a great story done by Point 2 Homes. They looked at 50 cities across Canada and the affordability required, down payment required, purchase price, and came up with these 3 cities which allow people to buy property sooner because a little less down payment required. So, by the way, it takes an average down payment is right now in Ontario about $143,000. So, for most people, we've reported on this before, that's taking anywhere from 17 to 20 years in order to save. So that's very difficult, obviously. So where can you go where you can save a little bit sooner? The first place we looked at was Sudbury. So Sudbury, or the greater Sudbury area, it's going to take an average of 8 years in order to save there. And the average down payment required in Sudbury is $55,000. The second place is Kingston. Now, the average down payment in Kingston is about $112,000. And for most people that live there, that's going to take about 10 years. And then number 3 is London. So London also is going to take the average person about 10 years, but the average down payment is about $115,000. So now again, something important here is that Point 2 looked at this data being the what they call the 50-30-20 rule, whereas that you look at your income, 50% of your income goes to your needs, 30% of your income goes to your wants, and 20% goes to savings. So certainly if buying a home is your goal and you need to save as much as possible, you might have to live with your parents or roommates a little bit longer, but if that's your goal, keep working at it, you'll get there. So anyway, as we've talked about before, there's lots of options out there that we're happy to discuss if you are buying your first home and you are struggling to do so. Feel free to reach out. We're happy to walk you through that. In the meantime, make sure you're following us on our podcast, which is the Toronto Real Estate Show with Janelle and Leslie. That drops every Thursday, and you can get that on Apple or Spotify. And in the meantime, feel free to reach out with any questions. I hope you have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon.